Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on, tell a friend, yeah, yeah, we back. Like everything, think it's like things like with them four agreements, about being impeccable with poison you spew. If you do it in the wrong way, in the gossip, don't do it. Mama Africa, music, traditional, Africana, keeping it going. Right where we left off, yo. Here it is. Peace and love. Like you said, subscribe, put your thumbs up like the kids like it. And it continues as the teacher speaks, you feel the poison come up inside you, and you don't realize you see the teacher through the eyes of the person who gave you the gossip. Then you start talking to other people in the class about this, and they start to see the teacher in the same way. As a jerk and a pervert, you really hate the class, and soon you decide to drop out. You blame the teacher, but it is gossip that is to blame. All of this mess can be caused by one little computer virus. One little piece of misinformation can break down communication between people, causing every person it touches to become infected and contagious to others. Imagine that every single time others gossip to you, they insert a computer virus into your mind, causing you to think a little less clearly every time. Then imagine that in an effort to clean up your own confusion and get some relief from the poison, you gossip and spread these viruses to someone else. Now imagine this pattern going on and never ending all the result is a world full of humans who can only read information through surveys are clogged with poisonous, contagious viruses. Once again, this poison, this virus is what the Toltecs called the Mayote, and the chaos of a thousand different voices all trying to talk at once in the mind. Even worse are the white magicians or computer hackers who intentionally spread the virus. Think back to a time when you or someone you know was angry with someone else and desired revenge. In order to seek revenge, you said something to or about that person with the intention of spreading poison and making that person feel bad about him or herself. As children, we do this quite thoughtlessly, but as we grow older, we become much more careful to bring other people down. Then we lie to ourselves and say that person received a just punishment for their wrongdoing. When we see the world through a computer virus, it is easy to justify the cruelest behavior. What we don't see is that the misuse of the word is into putting us deeper into hell. For years we have, but also from the way we use our words ourselves. We talk to ourselves constantly, and most of the time we say, "Oh, I'm losing my hair. I'm stupid. I never understand anything. I will never be good enough, and I'm never going to be perfect." Do you see how we use the word against ourselves? We must begin to understand what the word is and what the word does. If you understand the first agreement, be impeccable with your word, you begin to see all the changes that happen in your life. Try it out for yourself. Changes first in the way you deal with yourself and later in the way you deal with other people, especially those you love the most. Consider how many times you have gossiped about the person you love the most to gain the support of others for your point of view. How many times have you hooked other people's attention and spread poison about your loved one in order to make your opinion right? Your opinion is nothing but your point of view. It is not necessarily true. Your opinion comes from your beliefs, your own ego, and your own dream. We create all this poison and spread it to others just so we can feel right about our own point of view. That kill that ego. I tell you what, best thing you ever do. If we adopt the first agreement and become impeccable with our word, any emotional poison will eventually be cleaned from our minds and from our communication in our personal relationships, including with our pet, dog, or cat. Impeccability of the word will also give you immunity from anyone putting a negative spell on you. Total immunity. Don't work over here. You will only receive a negative idea if your mind is fertile ground for that idea. When you become impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer fertile ground for words that come from white magic. Instead, it is fertile for the words that come from love. You can measure the impeccability of your word by your level of self love. How much you love yourself and how you feel about yourself are directly proportionate to the quality and integrity of your word. When you are impeccable with your word, you feel good. You feel happy and at peace. We're going to hit it right there. Try it for yourself. I assure you, you'll feel excellent about yourself. Like, you share, subscribe, put your thumbs up like hitchhiking, all black, everything. Let's go. Peace and love, y'all. We out right there. For agreements. Dion Miguel Ruiz. You know how it is. Go get you a copy. Go check it out yourself. And we out. All black everything.